Welcome back, Focus Learners. Grab your exam hats, because today we are tackling a highly requested topic. In this interactive exam review explainer, we're going to absolutely master the fundamental principles of PMI-ACP Domain 1. We're talking all about the Agile mindset. Whether you're prepping for your certification, or you honestly just want to sharpen your daily Agile practices, mastering this mindset is literally the key to success. We've distilled the core concepts into a really fast-paced interactive review for you. So I'm going to throw some mock questions your way, and together we'll break down the logic behind the right answers.
Okay, let's dive straight into this. Here is our study syllabus for today. First, core Agile values. Then, the Cynefin complex domain. Third, fostering psychological safety. Fourth, the purpose of iterative delivery. And finally, mastering Agile adaptability. These 5 topics are your absolute foundation.
All right, section 1, core Agile values. Let's get right to it.
Let's jump right in with your very first challenge. Which Agile value emphasizes delivering working solutions frequently? Is it A, customer collaboration, B, working software over comprehensive documentation, C, responding to change over following a plan, or D, individuals and interactions over processes and tools? Take just a quick second to lock in your guess. Okay, and the correct answer is B, working software over comprehensive documentation. So how did you do on that one? If you chose B, massive congratulations, you're starting off incredibly strong.
Let's break down exactly why this is the answer. You know, the Agile Manifesto explicitly prioritizes working product increments, essentially working software, over heavy, comprehensive paperwork. Now, it's a huge trap on the exam to think Agile means absolutely no documentation. That's just completely incorrect. Documentation definitely still exists, but working software is the ultimate primary yardstick for your progress. You can have a literal mountain of perfect requirements documents, but if you don't actually have a working solution in the hands of the user frequently, well, you aren't truly delivering Agile value. Section 2, the Cynefin complex domain.
Moving from overarching values into specific environmental frameworks, here's your second scenario. A team operates in an environment where requirements emerge unpredictably. So, which Cynefin domain applies here? A, obvious, B, complicated, C, complex, or D, chaotic? Think really carefully about the key word here, unpredictably. Which of these environments does that describe?
Got it. The correct answer is C, complex. Now, what's really interesting about this concept is how often people confuse complicated with complex on the exam. So let's make sure you never make that mistake again. Just look at this definition. A complex environment is one with totally unpredictable cause and effect relationships. This means you just can't follow a static step-by-step plan. In a complicated environment, cause and effect is still knowable. It's like, well, actually scratch that. It's more like building a Ferrari. You need an expert for sure, but there's a clear blueprint. But in a complex environment, like developing a brand new software feature for a constantly shifting market, things emerge unpredictably. You literally don't know what will happen until you actually try it. And because of these unpredictable relationships, the Agile mindset basically demands that we rely on safe-to-fail experiments. You have to run these little experiments to figure out what actually works, allowing your requirements to emerge organically based on reality, rather than just clinging to some rigid upfront plan. All right, section 3, fostering psychological safety. Let's shift the focus to team dynamics, shall we? Here is your third question. Psychological safety enables team members to A, avoid accountability, B, challenge assumptions without fear, C, escalate every issue immediately, or D, work independently. Now, one of these options is the true beating heartbeat of a highly functional Agile team. Which one is it?
If you picked B, you are totally right on track. The correct answer is to challenge assumptions without fear.
And this brilliantly illustrates a major misconception about psychological safety. You know, some folks hear the word safety and they immediately think it means a cozy, super relaxed environment where no one is ever criticized, essentially choosing option A to avoid accountability. But no way. That is entirely wrong. True psychological safety is all about fostering a space of open communication where constructive pushback is actively welcomed. It means literally any team member, regardless of their job title, can look at a plan and say, hey, I think there's a flaw here, completely without fear of retaliation or embarrassment.
Section 4, the purpose of iterative delivery.
You are doing an awesome job so far. We've covered values and team dynamics, so now let's test your knowledge on execution strategies.
Question 4. What is the main purpose of iterative delivery? Is it A, reduce planning effort, B, deliver value incrementally, C, eliminate documentation, or D, increase sprint duration? I really want you to actively think about the mechanical why behind the actual sprint process itself.
Boom! The answer is B, deliver value incrementally. Let's see exactly how this builds right into the broader Agile system. Think of iterative delivery as a two-part engine. Step 1 is incremental value realization. You aren't just sitting around waiting 6 whole months to drop a massive final product, you're delivering small, usable pieces of value right away. And why do we do that? Well, that leads us immediately into step 2, rapid feedback. Delivering that incremental value right now fuels the rapid feedback loop you absolutely need for your next cycle. You deliver, the customer uses it, they give you feedback, and then that feedback directly informs what you build in your next iteration. It's just a beautiful self-correcting cycle. Finally, Section 5, Mastering Agile Adaptability. Let's finish strong, focused learners. Here is your final exam question for this explainer. Which statement best reflects Agile adaptability? A. Plans should never change. B. Scope must be fixed. C. Teams respond to learning. Or D. Governance is unnecessary. And the final answer is C. Teams respond to learning. If you nailed that one, you truly understand that Agile is fundamentally a learning-driven process. Options A and B just describe traditional, rigid, predictive project management. And option D, well, that's just a recipe for total chaos. So the crucial point here is that adaptability is a very active sport. It means taking that rapid feedback we just talked about a minute ago and actively incorporating it. You have to be willing to adjust your scope, tweak your plans, and shift your entire approach based on those fresh, emerging insights. Agile adaptability isn't just about surviving change. It's about purposefully harnessing that change to give your customer a massive competitive advantage. Wow, we've covered a ton of ground today, from working software and the Cynefin complex domain, right through to psychological safety, iterative delivery, and adaptability. But I really want to leave you with this final, provocative thought. Passing the exam is one thing, but are you actually bringing this psychological safety and adaptability to your daily stand-ups? Earning the certification is a fantastic milestone, for sure, but the true test is taking these concepts off your flashcards and applying them directly to your real-world teams. Seriously, take a hard look at your next team meeting and ask yourself, are people truly free to challenge assumptions without fear? Keep learning, keep adapting, and I'll see you in the next explainer.